Hi friends, so this is Beth and I'm back with another episode of How I'm Doing It. Wanted to give you a little update. At the beginning of the summer I talked about how much I enjoyed doing yard work and things, and then after a few weekends I found myself in a little bit of a pickle because I managed to come down with a bad case of poison ivy. The heat and the sunlight aggravated it even more, so therefore I became basically something of a shut-in for a while, at least indoors, over the summer. I had to stay out of the heat, had to stay out of the sun, had to wear long pants all the time because my legs looked horrendous. They still do. They're about 80% better, but they still look really bad. I think if I went down to the local swimming pool, probably no one's gonna want to get in the pool with me because my legs just look terrible. Anyway, I did want to give you a little bit of an update. I want to show you the status of at least my front yard beds so you can see. Hold on a second, I'll give you another view. And here is Lucky the cat. Say hello, Lucky. Hi, baby. You know how cats are. They have their own attitudes and things. They don't like to come to us unless they are really interested. So let me show you though what I've got going on. This is the flower bed that I did earlier this season. Still looks amazing. Got a little bit of some beautiful flowers right here. Not much weed growth, just like a little bit, like right here, that's really just almost nothing. So it all looks really nice. The mulch has done a great job. Need to pull off some things here like these dead ones because the dead flowers suck energy out of the plant. You want to prune some of that back so that the plant can focus on the ones that remain. These fresh ones are going to come out. See this right here and this one. These will open up in a little while. I'm going to pull this one out too because it's just sucking all the energy out of the plant since it has come and gone. Now this is the big bed that I did with my kids earlier, as far as at least just moving back the stone border right here. So that went really well. I'm very happy with that. And then this here, this is some old monkey grass and some things like right here. And then further down in here, monkey grass that I need to get the big shovel and just pull those out by the roots. Now, unfortunately, as I have looked more closely at this, and you can see how bad it's gotten overgrown since I have not been able to come out and take care of it, I have noticed poison ivy in this bed too. See right there, crawling along the rock. And if you look further back down, the vine goes up under these bushes. So the next time I come out here to work on this, I'm going to be fully dressed, head to toe, gloves, long sleeves, probably wear a hoodie, maybe a hazmat Ebola suit or something, like an astronaut suit or something, because I cannot be dealing with this again. Also, you can see here my bushes are getting out of control, but that's life when you know you're shut indoors because you can't handle the sun or the heat. Now my lilies, I've got some really amazing lilies that have right here, this one's tipped over, but this one here has multiplied a little bit. I had some gorgeous blooms this season, and right here you can see these dead stalks here. I will pull those later after I go in. Maybe in hopefully another couple of weekends I'll be able to handle getting out here and working in the heat. I'll pull those later. I'm leaving these dead ones as markers right now because when I come in here, I'm going to put a covering down before I put mulch on, and I need these to kind of mark where my special lilies are. So I want to be able to make sure that I leave space for those before I put the covering down for better weed control. Anyway, so let me take you around this way Now this bed is still doing fantastic. My teenager who still lives at home helped me with this while back. This was not this season so much, although we did put a few fresh bags of mulch on it. It's doing fantastic. Some of the mulch is spilling over here. We will have to get that swept back in. This is overgrown too. Actually, we have never weeded this since we've moved in. It's got some old weed barrier fabric, and the whole thing is just completely overgrown, but it's got beautiful azaleas that come out every spring. And I really want to get this also. It's been really bugging me this season, besides the fact of hurting with the poison ivy rash, is it's been bugging me knowing that this work is out here, and I've had some beautiful weekends that I could not take advantage of to clear it out. However, I do have to be very careful and mindful now of the fact that I may have some poisonous plants in my yard. I'm going to have to be very careful. Over here, this is the Rose of Sharon bush right here. You can see, maybe if I zoom in, there was one of the buds right there. And anyway, it's just been a weird season. Here's something pretty you might like to see. I've got some beautiful purple, bright purple flowers right here. I'm not even sure what this is called, but it sure is gorgeous, and I love it. Now, I will say this, I work at a doctor's office, and I am not the only poor soul who has come into my doctor's office where I work with poison ivy this year. We've seen quite a few people who've had some issues with it. And in fact, when I visited my dermatologist for, it was not a special visit, it was my annual visit. It just happened to coincide with the time of my poison ivy flare. My dermatologist herself said she had poison ivy at the moment also. Hers, she said, was not nearly as bad as mine. And when I went to pick up a prescription for additional steroids from the pharmacy, the pharmacist showed me that she too had poison ivy on her hand, although she dressed better than I did and was more covered, so it didn't make as much of a mark on her. So I don't know if it's just a bad year for poison ivy or what, but I don't want to relive this again. I'm going to tell you what, let me know about your experiences with poison ivy. The steroids have been very tremendously helpful. However, the thing that made the most impact on an immediate basis for me, despite all the things that I've tried, was just straight ice packs. It seems that the ice packs would deaden the nerves enough so that they wouldn't keep, basically, in a manner of speaking, screaming at me, itching so bad. There were times I felt like I was being bitten by fire ants from the inside, and the ice packs would help tremendously. There were times that frequently I would even take the sealed blue ice packs to bed with me because it was all over my legs, and just fall asleep basically like that. Although I would be careful, as a note, don't take straight ice to your skin for a long period of time. I would wrap them up in a dish towel. You don't want to leave straight ice on your skin for an extended period of time. Anyway, it's just been a weird year. Maybe next season will be a little better. Lucky, you want to look at the camera or no? Probably no. Pretty much like a cat to say, no, they'll be on camera when they want to be. Well, thank you for meowing at us. All right, folks, that's my story for this weekend. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. Take care. That's how I'm doing it.